Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. Second math app, the solution to your math problems. Still on trig, angle of elevation. Question 6. A man standing 60 meters away from a tower. A man standing 60 meters away from a tower. So this should guide us to draw something. So obviously, the man and the tower will be on a level ground. The man and the tower will be on a level ground. So this is the man. This is the man. Then we have our tower. So we have our tower. And then we are told that the man is standing 60 meters away from the tower. So this is the man. So it means that the distance between the man and the tower measures 60 meters. We are looking for the distance between the man and the tower. 60 meters. That is what we have done. Now this man notices that the angle of elevation of the top and bottom of a flagstaff. So it means that there is a flagstaff on top of the tower. There is a flagstaff on top of this tower. So let's represent the flagstaff. So we have our flagstaff here on top of the tower. Now, the question says that the angles of elevation of the top and bottom of the flagstaff on top of the tower are 64 degrees and 62 degrees respectively. So because of the word respectively, it means that the angles are measured in the order in which it was given. So the top first and the bottom. So the top was measured at 64 degrees and the bottom as 62 degrees. Now, before we measure the angle of elevation, this man here has a horizontal eyesight. This man has a horizontal eyesight. So any angle above this man's horizontal eyesight give us the angle of elevation. So now let's start with the top of the flagstaff. This is the top of the flagstaff. This is the bottom of the flagstaff. So first of all, we are given the angle of elevation of the top of the flagstaff. So the angle of elevation of the top of the flagstaff was given as 64 degrees. So this angle here measures 64 degrees. And again, we are also given the angle of elevation of the bottom of the flagstaff. So this is the bottom of the flagstaff. So let's measure the angle of elevation. And the angle of elevation was 62 degrees. So this angle here, 62 degrees. So what are we supposed to do? We are to find the height of the flagstaff and correct our answer to 1 decimal place. Now, if the distance between the man and then the tower measures 60 meters, what is the distance from this point to this point? So obviously that portion must also measure 60 meters. And again, you can see that we are getting a right angle triangle. So we know that a right angle triangle, one of its interior angles measures 90 degrees. So this side here must measure 90 degrees. So to make our calculation easier, let's label our diagram here. So I'm labeling this side as A, this side here as B, this side as C, here as D, this point here, labeling here as E, and then here as F, to make easier references from the diagram. So now let's focus our attention on the right angle triangle. Now clearly you could see that we have two right angle triangles, so I'm going to name them. We have the bigger one, the one in the black ink. This is one of the right angle triangles, so I'm going to name the right angle triangle as triangle CDF. So that is the bigger right angle triangle. And you could also see the second right angle triangle drawn in the red ink. So I'm labeling this right angle triangle as triangle CDE. CDE. So that is what we have done. And again, what are we looking for? We are to find the height of the flagstaff. So what is the height of the flagstaff? So the distance from the height from the top of the flagstaff to the bottom of the flagstaff. That is what we are to calculate for. So you are looking for this height. So to make the calculation easier, I'm labeling the height of the flagstaff as X. And I'm also labeling the height from point E to D as Y. So from here to here, I'm measuring it as Y. That is line ED as Y and then line FE as X. So now, to calculate for Y and then X, what do we do? So let's identify the sides of the right angle triangle. So considering triangle CDF, the bigger one, there is a 90 degrees angle. So this line here becomes our hypotenuse. We said that the hypotenuse is the longest side. And again, it is a side facing the 90 degrees angle. So this line here, line CF, is the hypotenuse. Now, it's considering the same right angle triangle, the bigger one. Which side is this length, FD? That is the height from D to F. So this side here becomes the opposite, simply because it's a side facing the acute angle here. We know that the angle of elevation from the top measures 64 degrees. So that makes this side the opposite. And then obviously the remaining side becomes the adjacent. So now let's focus on the smaller right angle triangle. We want to calculate for Y. So from the smaller right angle triangle, that is triangle CDE. Now we know the adjacent. We know the adjacent as 60 meters, and then we are looking for the opposite. We are looking for Y, which represents the opposite. So from SOHCAHTOA, which side has opposite and adjacent? So clearly that is TOA. So it means that to calculate for Y, we have to find the tan of the acute angle. So for triangle CDF, the acute angle measures 62. So the tan of 62 degrees must be equal to the length of the opposite, which is Y, divided by the length of the adjacent, 60 meters. 60 meters. Now times 62 is the same as times 62 on 1. So we can do the cross multiplication. So 60 times 62. 60 times 62. And then 1 times y. That should give us y. So from using our calculator, what is 60 times 62? 60 times 62. So that is giving me 112.84. That is to 2 decimal places. So y is equal to 112.84 meters. So that is the height of line DE. Now, considering the bigger right angle triangle, that is triangle CDF, triangle CDF. We know that this side here represents the opposite, and then this side here represents the adjacent. So we have the opposite and then adjacent. And again from SOHCAHTOA, which of them has opposite and then adjacent? That is TOA. So we must also use the tangent or TOA to do the calculation. So now from the bigger right angle triangle, which is triangle CDF, the tan of the acute angle. What is the acute angle in the bigger right angle triangle? That is 64 degrees. Is equal to the length of the opposite. This time, what is the length of the opposite? We are looking at line DF. So line DF has been divided into two. One part measures y, and then the other part measures x. So the total distance there is x plus y. So that is the length of the opposite divided by the length of the adjacent. So the same adjacent, 60. So tan 64 is the same as tan 64 on 1. You can cross multiply. So we have 60 times 64 is equal to, and then 1 times x plus y. X plus y. So now we are looking for x. We are looking for x because we are asked to calculate the height of the flat staff. So we are looking for x. So let's make x the subject. So we have 60 times 64 minus y is equal to x. But what is the value of y? The value of y is 1.112.84. So let's substitute the value of y into this equation. So 60 times 64 minus 112.84 is equal to x. So let's enter this value into the calculator's memory. 60 times 64 minus 112.84. So that is giving me 10.18 is equal to x. So that is to 2 decimal places. So x is equal to 10.18 meters. But we were asked to correct our answer to 1 decimal place. So in conclusion, x is equal to, so let's run this to 1 decimal place. So 1 decimal place, we are having 1. So we can add, since 8 is more than 5, we can add 1 here. So it becomes 10.2 meters. So the height of the flagstaff measures 10.2 meters. Thanks for watching.